Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Conservative Patriot. My name is Keith. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to make a quick video today about the importance of 9/11 and remembering those heroes, whether they were FDNY, police, military. It doesn't matter. On that day, we all came together and were heroes trying to help and save each other from that terrorist attack. So just remember what today is about and be kind to each other. I remember that day, that morning vividly. I was I'd rented a house a couple years before, so I was living on a beach in Connecticut. It was a great place to live, peaceful, quiet. And at the time, I was in the National Guard, the Army National Guard. I had finished my active duty time, and I was serving in the National Guard, trying to figure out if I wanted to go back to active duty or continue with the National Guard and find another career opportunity and still serve in the National Guard. So that's kind of where I was. I had 2 years left on my contract, so 2003 was my time of discharge, which eventually happened. So I was discharged in August of 2003. But that morning, or the night before, August 10th, I had some friends over. We celebrated my birthday late because, you know, my birthday is September 3rd, and it usually either falls on Labor Day or during the week. So my friends came over, had a bonfire, drank some beer. I stayed up pretty late, just kind of hanging out, and didn't have to work the next morning. So I remember a banging on my door because I was sleeping, and I was like, who's banging on my door? What time is it? What's going on? So I ran downstairs, and the door was my neighbor, and he's like, Richards, get up, and I'm like, what the heck is going on right now? So what's going on? The guy's name was, I think his name was Brian. He was Brian. He lived right next door to me. And he's like, the World Trade Center just got attacked. I'm like, what are you talking about? So we came inside. I turned the TV on, and right when I turned the TV on, or a couple minutes after, the second plane hit the South Tower, and my mind immediately went to, is this real? This isn't real. This can't be real. This is like one of those War of the Worlds scenarios where they're broadcasting this, and it's not. This isn't real. My mind couldn't process this because this couldn't be happening right now in New York City, 80 miles away from where I'm living. I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me. But as I'm watching it and listening to the reports, I'm like, and seeing all the people on the ground, you know, reacting, I'm like, this is not fake. This is real. What is going on? And I'm sure, just like the rest of you guys, I sat by my TV all day, you know, with friends that came over. I had a roommate at the time, so he was there with his girlfriend, and I just remember sitting there watching all this stuff happen, and going, we're going to war. Where that is, I'm not sure. I had never heard of Osama bin Laden at the time, so I didn't know who he was. I didn't know, you know, there were training camps in Afghanistan and Al-Qaeda, and I had heard of Al-Qaeda, but I didn't know exactly how large they were at the time. So I just remember getting a call from, I got a call, I don't remember what time it was, later that afternoon from another guy I was serving with who said that he heard that we couldn't leave the state. We need to be ready at any moment's notice to either go to New York City or, just get ready to serve in any capacity that we were called up for. I was a combat engineer, and so that's, we did a lot with demolitions. My unit was primarily all demolitions. There are other units that do, bridge building and that kind of stuff, but my unit was strictly all demolitions, mine warfare, booby traps, that kind of stuff. So we didn't. If we were going to get called up, it was going to be to go overseas. It wasn't going to be to do guard duty or that kind of stuff. There are other units in the state that did that. And I remember I think the MPs got called up, and they were called to protect. We have a nuclear power plant, so they were called to guard the nuclear power plant. I remember that vividly. Guard the airports, etc. They were called up to do a lot of different things. A lot of different units were tasked with things. My unit wasn't tasked with that at all. We were ready to do it, but we weren't called up to do it. And by the time I had ETS'd out of the Army, my unit went overseas, I believe, whenever 2005, they eventually went over to Afghanistan for a year. And that's probably one of the biggest regrets of my life, is that I got out too soon. Anyways, for those of you watching who served, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. For those of you who are continuing to serve, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please remember what happened 19 years ago today. Be kind to each other. In this world where it seems to be on fire and breaking down, we need to come together like we did on September 12th. That was probably one of the greatest days in our history, where we all came together and helped each other out. But it seems like, as with any other crisis that happens in our country, we forget about it. It goes away after a period of time. It kind of fades from our memories, which is shameful on us. And that is why we really need to keep this going and remember September 11th, and especially September 12th, when we all came together as a country, unified, helping each other. No political parties, no race wars, no color differences. It didn't matter. We're all Americans. It doesn't matter today to me. But again, we're in this, great divide where we're being pulled on, in both directions, left and right. We're just kind of being pulled apart by radicals. And again, that shouldn't happen. I'm sure that these people who are in these radical groups aren't going to give a shit about what happened. I hope they do. But, anyways, those are my thoughts for today. Do me a favor. Have a great day. If you see somebody who's serving, or that served, give them a hug. Say thank you. And have a wonderful day. And always remember to stay on the right side. Talk to you guys soon.